And that's why we are especially pleased to have him on tonight to assess what we're watching. Mark Steyn?
I've had dinner at Buckingham Palace. In fact, that's how I'm embedded in this unjust monarchical system I am, Tucker.
I would expect nothing less of you. I love that. So what do you, again, speaking as you are now to someone in complete ignorance of any detail in this story, what do you make of this Oprah interview?
Well, you know, I disagree with you on constitutional monarchy, Tucker. I mean, I think it's one of the least worst systems you can live under. And one of its advantages is that it diminishes the importance of politicians, which I think actually is very helpful in today's society. In my experience, I just said I was dining at Buckingham Palace. Members of the royal family, in my experience, are rather less queenly than, say, Nancy Pelosi or Hillary Clinton. And the fact that Hillary and Chelsea are even considered for serious positions tells you that the monarchical urge persists even in Republican societies. But what we have with Harry and Meghan...
May I pause and just say, this is not the first time that you've won me over by the brilliance of your argument. I'm actually going to think about this after the show. It's a really smart point. Anyway, please continue.
Well, and I would also say, you know, speaking as a Canadian, that taking it to the next level, living in a constitutional monarchy where the royal house just flies in for a couple of days now and then to open a hospital or to address a regiment is even more agreeable in some ways. But and you don't have things like the Speaker of the House, as in the United States, having a government plane to fly her home every weekend. You know, when William and Kate took off from Los Angeles to return to London, they had business class tickets, and British Airways decided they had sufficient frequent flyer points to upgrade them to first class. So, you know, the one great advantage of monarchy is that there's always a certain number of people who are resentful of it, and so you can't carry on like Nancy Pelosi and Hillary Clinton and those kind of people can.
What a smart point that is. So what do you, I mean, given that you are, at least to some degree, a supporter of this system, what do you make of the new Princess Duchess person from Los Angeles?
She's gone. You know, monarchy isn't going to get taken out by celebrity. The Queen's a survivor. She was born a couple of years after the fall of all the other great empires, the Russian, the German, the Austrian, the Turkish empires. Half of them were cousins of hers. The betting would have been that the royal family in London would have gone the same way. They haven't. The Queen's a survivor. She saw off the Diana celebrity cult, and she will see off the far more diminished and even more pathetic Meghan cult, such as it is. A majority of people in the most recent poll want them stripped of that Duchess title you're having difficulty with. She might actually be a Margravine, for all you know, Tucker. The Duchess title, a majority of the British people want them stripped of those titles. So she might be Miss Meghan Markle, and he'll be plain old Harry Wales soon enough.
Living in Reseda. I love it. The great Mark Steyn, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Tucker.